Hello everyone, and welcome back to Pop Culture. Today is a different style video, with an unboxing and discussion of the new DC game, with gameplay of course. Later in the video, after my discussion and initial thoughts on the game, with all the controversy that is happening with it, there will be a timestamp showing up now for gameplay free without talking, no interruptions, with all the cutscenes of just the start of the game. I'd like to mention that this is the deluxe version of this game and comes with additional bonuses, which I could not help myself to invest in, being a massive DC fan of course. So what's been showing on the screen right now is just the front and back of the box of the actual deluxe edition. And I would like to mention that the black color scheme that they have going for this really suits the aesthetic of obviously the villains of the game rather than focusing on the Arkham kind of style of the heroes. So with this edition it comes with a pin, it comes with some photo cards, a poster, it also comes with early access to the game before initial release, and it also comes with Battle Pass tokens due to being a live service game. They're obviously going to have a Battle Pass, so that makes sense. Initial thoughts of opening it, it's quite actually girthy for what I thought was obviously going to be inside. I actually didn't know too much about it at first glance, but yeah, the pin's quite nice. It's metallic, which is always good. For pin collectors, I'm sure you enjoy it. I'm not a pin collector myself. Yeah, the disc itself is actually quite unique. Usually they don't really have that kind of like alternate style. It's usually exactly the same as like what you see on the front cover, so I thought that was pretty cool. A nice little niche touch that not many people might notice. Next up in the deluxe set, we actually have the unboxing of the pin itself, and yeah, it's very nice and very textured kind of laid pin. I mean, as not an avid pin collector myself, I'm not really sure what pin collectors actually do with them. I don't know if they actually use them or just keep them in kind of like a display case, but it's very nice and it's very to the T of what you would expect from a Suicide Squad pin. Next we have the photo card. So we got Harley, of course, as probably the leader of the Suicide Squad. Looks very good. It's an interesting design that they actually went with for her. Usually they have her in, I would have thought they had her in a classic outfit of the checkered, the red and black checkered costume. I'm surprised they actually didn't do. There's probably a skin of that later on. Next we have Captain Boomerang, classic Australian representation right there. He's actually going to be fun to play, obviously, due to having a boomerang as his teleportation method. King Shark, I don't think he's as dumb, I would like to say, as a movie version that came out, but he looks very cool too. And of course, Deadshot. You always got to have him in any iteration of the Suicide Squad. Next up, here we have the poster. So the poster is quite nice. It's double-sided, so this is the first side, and then probably prefer this side more, just purely because it's a bit more creative. And here's just an overlook of all the stuff that comes with it. So overall, I recommend getting this if you're a DC fan. However, I think the day of uploading this video, the deluxe edition early release of the game actually would be obscure now. But that's okay. I mean, everything else you get with it is still fire. And I rate it overall. It's very good. So I think by now everyone is aware of the grand scale backlash this game is getting for storyline purposes, and involving some of our favourite main characters from the Arkhamverse. Yes, I'm also aware that these do not taint my initial thoughts heading into this game. Some brief context, I have grown up with the Arkham games. They are my pride and joy. I have repeatedly played them numerous times. When this game was first announced, I was very confused and a bit unsure, but my only glimpse of hope at the time was rested in the developers who obviously made the Arkham games, so this gave me joy knowing this. I was at first questioning why this game was even being made, having the sole focus be on B-list DC villains realistically, and not a new Batman Beyond game like the one that was supposed to happen but then got cancelled. The first gameplay trailer came out, I still was very skeptical and didn't have too much faith. And then the leaks and the rumors came out and people were in an outrage. Now, I do not know exactly how the game ends, and there are no spoilers in this video. The game is called Kill the Justice League, so I don't understand why people are already complaining about potential members dying in this game, because like we've known this for many years, that why all of a sudden is it a shock for some league members to actually potentially die? Like what if none of them actually died? Like, what is the legit point of the game then, and the name of the game? So that was a bit iffy on my opinion on behalf of that. And I'd like to stress again that it is a game in the end, people. So this should be fun and enjoyable. I'm no game director, but I honestly do like being on the other end of the heroes, and in this case, following the perspective of some of the Arkham villains, which I think is very interesting. However, this comes with plot armor. So for the opposite end of the scale this time for the villains instead of the goodies, I guess you could say. So we have to keep that in mind when we're actually playing the game. I think many people have just done the good old let's judge a book by its cover without actually potentially playing the game and being actually interested in what the gameplay would be like and it being completely different to anything we've seen before. I love the iconic characters, we all do. But other games we have already of them. We have so many games from the Arkham franchise with Batman, and we don't need more of them, to be honest. We need a game to clearly differentiate from those games, and I think this is the perfect one for it. If the game is fun, unique, and a cool adaptation of a storyline from the comics, then why are we actually complaining? All in all, this is as much as I want to go into detail about the recent uproar of this game and my two-piece on it, coming from a lifelong fan of the Arkham games. I honestly can't wait to get to playing more of this and being able to play in such a sandbox style with my mates. It just seems so enjoyable, the gameplay's fluid, seeing people online just absolutely berate it without even giving it a chance, and just because of one or two potential rumours that have left them upset and tainted their views. So I do think it's a bit unfair to judge the game without even it being out yet, and not even playing it yourself. At least watch some gameplay or get the game yourself, then be the ultimate judge. And everyone has different opinions, we all gotta remember that. If you enjoy the game, then good for you. If you don't enjoy the game, then so be it. But as of right now, I think people just need to calm down, play the game, watch the game, then make your decision after it. With that out of the way, this being a live service game is actually very surprising to me with this route that they're going with. This could be for the better, honestly, or actually could be for the worst. So for those who don't know what this means, it's similar style to those big games like Fortnite and Destiny. This is where the publishers intend to provide new content regularly, which is sold to the players over time. This involves cosmetics, battle pass, RPG elements, and even new game plus content. This is where I really became skeptical. Yet I realized if this goes in a positive way, this could mean myself and you guys could be playing this game for longer than your average co-op or single player story game. Now for me that is a huge pro for the game's longevity in my opinion. This means that like Fortnite and like Destiny 2 for example can change dramatically with a few updates and content shifts too since launch. This keeps us players on our toes and provides us with healthy game of life updates, new DLC content and everything else like skins and new modes. This means Rocksteady Studios are planning on keeping this game running for years to come and are going to pay close attention to it, which is a major bonus for myself personally. As is what is being shown on the screen right now, each character so far has been enjoyable to maneuver around with. I am not the greatest gamer in the world by any means, but my favourite movement with these characters so far has to be with Deadshot and Captain Boomerang, due to their uniqueness and creativity when being implemented. The gameplay feels swift and smooth. The combat numbers can sometimes get a bit much when in large scale battles, which you will see later on in the video, but yet it's still fun chaos nonetheless. Playing this on the PS5 is sharp and the graphics are very nice indeed. The way the characters are interacting with each other feels natural and true to themselves. With the storyline being intriguing so far, I cannot ask for much more. The game is very responsive and feels fluid when you're playing it. Some might consider this combat to become repetitive, but hey, the Arkham games were very repetitive, but they were so good too. I do love how already each character feels unique and different, and can really separate them with their movement and abilities. Some might say that, well all of them use guns. Well, it is a looter shooter in the end. Games like Gotham Knights and the Avengers, in my opinion, struggled at making each character feel completely different and fun in their own way. This is a step in the right direction for sure. By having 4 playable characters and more to come with DLC means that the gameplay each time can be different, yet familiar, which I like. I'm already invested in getting into the story with the vibrancy of Metropolis compared to the usual Arkham doom and gloom, making it a visual spectacle already. I also would like to mention that I think as of voice actors right now, they are doing a perfectly good job at their roles, and blend in with the Arkhamverse vibes immensely. The way the game introduces these characters with a tutorial but mainly a way to see their movement and artillery is fun and subtle in doing so, where many games seem to struggle to make a tutorial engaging and unique. Now onto Harley Quinn's playstyle is very interesting, mainly due to the fact that it seems like she stole or made her own Batman grapple, which is a niche detail that some may overlook. However, this gives her depth as an individual, exploring how she is inspired and learned what Batman used around in his fights in the Arkham games. This also helps to connect yet again with the numerous times we had to traverse using the grapple gun in Arkham City and Night for sure. This game definitely engages me and has me wanting to play more, which is all you can ask for a game to do in the end. I think having all this backlash around the game is either going to be the death of it before people even try it, or is going to surprise a lot of people. Because man, so far speaking, after doing the mission after you see this video, it is a lot of fun, and having to do it even on my own before co-op with my mate just proves it honestly. Everything you are seeing on the screen right now is just a glimpse and a taste of the unique and different style of game that it is compared to the ones that came before. And to some, this may be the issue. I think having people so connected to the Arkham games to see this new innovative style is bothering them, and yet this should not be the case. I urge everyone to try this game for yourselves, or at least be willing to watch and consume it, because it is one hell of a fun time, and I can see myself spending a lot of time up with my mates and having a blast with it. If you have made it this far already, I will now sum up my initial thoughts of this game and the deluxe set additionally. So far this game is fun, unique, and it has great potential. I think people are being very overly critical due to holding on to the past. I think it is time we finally have our own opinions and be open to new things. Change is good. Next, onto the deluxe set. I think it is worth it for any lifelong DC fan and those who will actually be adamant in playing the game. I will continue to play this game for multiple sessions, and I'm excited to see how my opinion differs throughout the game. Having this in the gaming collection is one to showcase for sure with the deluxe edition. Finally, the last note for this video is stay till the end and cherish and enjoy the final cutscene of the introduction to the game. It is truly wonderful and feels like it is ripped straight from a comic book or even a new recent movie. The graphics down to the dialogue and the freeze framing is just unreal and made me laugh and gave me joy, which is what you want from a game.
At the buffet line. So, who's staying to play hero?
Your personal shields modified. No automatic recharge. Every second you spend hiding behind cover is wasted.
Didn't see myself just strolling into the Daily Planet for any reason. Hate this place. Had to send a lawyer after some reporter wanting their big break. Tried to put all my information out there and on blast like I don't have a secret identity. After all the Arkham shit, came out anyway. But Lane got the story. Was pretty classy about it, too. Not one mention of Zoe and Susan. You know, maybe this place wasn't the worst. I'll think about a subscription later. Let's get through this first.
Hey, Waller. Skull ship's honked off at us. Over.
All of you, move to the objective. The Prometheum shield is up, but it won't last forever.
Reminds me of a Sunday morning back home.
Yes, the nostalgia of an active war zone. During the Hammerhead conflicts of my youth.
No, focus, people. Those shark fights do sound pretty cool, though, big man.
Move to the engagement zone, Task Force X. All right, weapons free. Take out as many of them as you can before I pull you out.
No scope them.
Signed with a bullet. I'm in the air! I'm all over Shark's target.
Elevated position! We got...
You stun him, Deadshot. I'll gun him.
Get us the hell out of here!
Get to the evac point. All hell's about to come down on you.
This is kind of my deal. Oh, that ain't good at all.
My name is Amanda Waller. I am the director of Argus, a division of Homeland Security you've never even heard of. But we've heard of you. And I'm here to make you an offer. You're tenacious as junkyard dogs. Desperate. Hungry. You know how to survive. Now that might make you the kings and queens of Arkham. But outside these walls, the world's forgotten about you. And you're going to spend the rest of your lives picking maggots out of prison meatloaf. I could change that. I could be your way out. A chance to do some good. And if...
Hey, Harley Quinn, Arkham Gazette. Just a quick question. What's with the frickin' shark?
I would be happy to introduce myself.
That won't be necessary, King Shark. This is a microbomb injector from our friends at LexCorp. Stick it in your target's neck, and it's good night. You want this to be where you take your last breath? No? Then help me. I only need one of you. As for the other three, you are dead already. So, show me what you got.
So...
All right, sorry.
So, makes sense Waller would want the world's deadliest assassin in her pocket. I don't know what she wants the rest of you for.
Knowing Amanda Waller, it is nothing good. In my experience.
What the heck is your experience? And what's a fish doing in Arkham? You got mental health issues, Shark?
Generalized anxiety. But I was brought here from my home.
The ocean?
Bell Rev
Can
Penitentiary.
you all focus for one damn minute? This is clearly a trap. Any of us touch that thing, none of us is getting out of here.
Ah, the prisoner's dilemma.
What's the bloody dilemma? This prisoner wants out.
Come on, Captain. You just got here. I've been inside 5 frickin' years.
Feels like I've been stuck in this conversation for 5 years. Can we please...
Oh, so sorry, Deadshot. Are we interrupting your being strapped to a gurney?
Isn't Deadshot supposed to be white?
Aren't you supposed to be shutting your damn mouth? Kangaroo-looking ass.
Because you are Australian.
Okay, so we gonna do the murder each other thing or what? Cause I'll be straight with you. I'd kill anyone to get out of here. I'd kill you. I'd kill myself.
Nobody's killing anybody. If no one goes for the bomb, Waller comes back in here, sees she's not dealing with 4 screw-up psychos. We all get out.
So then we do nothing. Excellent. I have grown quite skilled at...
Enjoy your nothing, idiots. Maybe you should have spent less time in brain class and more time learning how to pick locks. Because it looks like Captain Boomerang...
As this cutscene here has copyrighted music, I am going to finalize my thoughts and initial reaction to the game. So far I think the gameplay is really fun, the storyline's intriguing, the controversy I think is a bit unfair, but yeah, let me know down below if you guys want to see more of this game, and let me know if you want me to do an overall review of it once the game is, or once the storyline is completed. But I hope you guys check out this game and give it a fair chance. As a DC fan, this is quite enjoyable, and I love to just get new DC content in any form of media. So thank you guys for watching. Overall, this was a blast to make and to talk about with you guys. If you enjoyed this type of video and want to see more gameplay videos with my voice included, let me know down below. But from now, from the Pop Culture team, we thank you for all your support from our recent videos, and we shall see you in the next one. See ya.
come back. Who wins?
No one. There are bombs in our heads. We are all losers.
The Shark's right. She played you all.
You played yourselves. Welcome to Task Force X.